Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This is Daphnis. Today I'm gonna show you how to rune the Fire Fairy King Daphnis and how to counter it. So from this time around, every time I'm gonna do how to rune videos, I'm gonna also say at the end of the video how to counter the unit. So if you guys don't have the unit, at least you're gonna know how to counter him or them in RTA or whatever area of the game they're gonna be usable for. Let me know in the comment below what you think about this idea. I think it's a good idea, so at least if you watch the video, you know you get something out of it, even if you don't have the unit. So what does Daphnis do? First of all, let's look at his base stats. Base stats are average. I would say it's almost 10k HP, which is a little bit below average. Defense is actually not too bad for an attack type monster. Attack is actually pretty decent. Speed is actually a little bit below average, which makes it a little annoying because you're gonna need a lot of speed on Daphnis. But yeah, I would say base stats are average. HP is a little below, speed is a little below. Defense is not bad at all for an attack type monster again, and attack is actually pretty good. Now, what do the skill do? Skill 1, hit the opponent twice and can put the glancing debuff for 2 turns with 30% chance, which goes up to 50%. Also, this is a multi-hit skill, so probably gonna put the glancing hit on the monster most of the time. Skill 2, overwhelm. We know what this does. It resets the cooldown of everything by 1. So monsters won't be able to use any of their, they will be able to use just skill 1 for 1 turn. If they proc, well, they're gonna be able to use the other skill. If they don't proc, you lock them for 1 turn. So you're buying time with that. You're buying time with that. You have 70% chances of resetting them. With the skill ups, it goes up to 80%, which is not bad at all. And this is available every 3 turns, which is not bad also. It's an AoE. It's gonna do decent damage for the way you're gonna build the Daphnis, which I'm gonna show you really quick, really soon. So not a bad unit, not a bad skill actually, skill 2. Skill 3 is why the Daphnis is actually absolutely OP. Removes all harmful effects, it's not one only, granted on the enemy, and weaken the enemy defense for 1 turn if you successfully remove the beneficial effect. So you strip and you defense break. Although guys, this skill goes through the resistance check twice. So you might be able to strip the opponent. It might not defense break it though. It might not defense break it. I went through it and it happened to me. I don't have Daphnis, but my Vanessa got stripped a couple of times. She didn't get defense broken. So it's gonna go through resistance check twice. That's bad, but hey, if you do defense break them, you're gonna one shot them. So decrease HP of yourself and the enemy by 30%, which is really good because you're gonna then have to kill them and hit them for 70% of their HP. And if you defense break them, that's gonna be pretty doable. This goes to 15% if he's a boss, so if you're using him in TOA, other bosses like Giant, Dragon and stuff like that, which you shouldn't, but if you're doing it, it's 15%, it's not 30% the first hit, and inflict great damage to the enemy and create a shield at 50% of the damage dealt for 3 turns. This shield is going to be thick. If you actually strip and defense break, this shield is going to be really thick. It's going to be self-sustained really. It's going to be hard for the enemy to kill your Daphnis or for you to kill the enemy's Daphnis. So that shield is actually really OP. And this skill is available every 3 turns when you skill him up. And the damage is going to be up by 30% as well when you skill him up. This skill, if you actually build your Daphnis correctly, which I'm going to tell you how to rune him right in a second, is going to one-shot a lot of stuff. And it's going to give him a big shield. I've seen Daphnis hitting for big damage. And if you think you're just going to divide that by 2, that's the shield he has. It's going to be hard to kill him after that. It's going to be kind of hard, unless you have strip or defense break. But yeah, now, how to rune him. I also lead a skill, 33% crit rate in arena. So if you are missing crit rate, probably you should go with that. but definitely I wouldn't suggest to use crit rate leader skill. You should probably go for like a speed leader skill, because you kind of want him to move first, because if he doesn't get the shield, he's probably gonna die pretty quickly. So yeah, how to run him? I've seen a lot of Daphnis on Swift, super high speed. Swift Daphne, I think, is the best way to run him. I you really kind of want him to go first turn, first really, in like before everybody else. You want him super fast. His base speed is not gonna help you. So yeah, I feel like Swift is the best way to go as a main set. I've seen some on Violent, honestly. I was surprised because they were really fast as well. But Swift, I say, is the best way to go. It's gonna help you with the speed as well. So that you will have to worry about speed anyway in the subs, but at least you get like 25% speed from the set. So you're gonna get 25 speed from just the Swift set. I would say that is the best way to go. And offset, I would say Will would be the best, because yes, you're gonna try to beat him as fast as possible, but still the base speed is below average, so people might outspeed him. If there is a Ganymede on the opponent team and he gets reset, he loses a lot of value, like a lot of value. Also, he might get defense broken and one shot. There's a lot of things going on, so Will, I think, is not a bad idea. If you actually beat him super fast though, I would say even Blade can help with the crit rate, Focus can help with the accuracy. I don't know, you can go Broken really. You can go Broken if you have high speed on Broken set. Go Broken, it's fine, it's not gonna be a bad thing. But yeah, Will, I would say, is the best option, and then everything else. Nemesis, I don't think is that good, because he protects himself with the shield. Also, his base HP is not that high. Also, you're not gonna focus on HP that much, so I don't think it's gonna be that convenient to beat him on Nemesis. But definitely, like, Will would be really good. Will would be good. Blade can help. Focus can help. Broken can be good as well, depending on how much speed and how valuable, how good those runes are. Now, so what stats should you shoot for? What stats what stats should you aim for? I would say speed, really important. You need to go. You do need to go first. Crit rate, crit damage, definitely. Attack, accuracy. Guys, I don't think accuracy is the 5th sub you should aim for in order of importance. I kinda think accuracy is the 2nd stat in order of importance. I would say speed, accuracy, crit rate though at the same time of accuracy, because if you miss the crit, then guys, if you're using Daphnis, you really don't want to miss the defense break, and you really don't want to miss the crit on skill 3. So I would say speed, crit rate, and accuracy at the same time, and then attack and crit damage. Also, if you are able to give Daphnis decent attack, that skill with defense break, and don't forget, you take 30% of the enemy HP already with the first part of the skill. 70% of the HP you're gonna kill, unless they are super tanky like Maathor. But again, if you like use Bastet or a Fran just right before Daphnis and you give him attack buff, they're dead. There's nothing that is gonna stop Daphnis like that. If he has attack buff, they're dead. And so you probably won't have to focus too much on attack, but if you don't have attack buff, then you need some extra attack. Also, his attack base attack is not too bad, so you're gonna be able to give enough attack to actually one-shot something. So yeah, speed, accuracy, crit rate, and then attack, and then crit damage, I would say, personally. So these are the stats you should shoot for. Where is it good? Where's Daphnis good? Guys, RTA is a beast in RTA. He can one-shot stuff, and if you do go first, if your Daphnis does go first, he can one-shot something. Guess what? You are 4v3. So that's a big advantage in RTA. He gets a big shield, so he can self-sustain for a little bit. And then also, this cooldown is really low. So you're gonna get another turn. You're gonna get this cooldown up really quickly, because you are building him on high speed. You're gonna get this really quickly. People, after you skill 3, tends to like switch focus Okay, Daphnis is used as skill free. I don't need to go for Daphnis anymore. Let's kill that monster. By the time they kill that monster, Daphnis is skill free again. You can kill something else again. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty good. So RTA, guys, amazing. It gets you, it gives you a head start 4v3 straight away if you run it properly. If you run it properly, and RNG is not against you. What else is it good though? PvE. No, don't use him in PvE. There's much better units to use in PvE. I would really suggest you not use him in PvE. It's really bad in PvE. Everywhere. Every single PvE. No, don't use him. Siege defense is actually pretty good. I'm not in super high level siege anymore. I'm not in G3 siege anymore. But I was not too long ago. And honestly, it was annoying to deal with. Ciara, Daphnis, Lauren works. Ciara, Bastet, Daphnis works. It's not, I don't know if it's that common anymore, but it used to work. It probably works still. I don't know how common it is, but definitely that is a good idea. Guild War offense, Guild Siege offense, it can work. I feel like there is better options than him, but it definitely can work. If you build a decent team around him, if you actually focus on like protecting him, it can actually work. Also guys, when you run him, try to give him a little bit of HP and defense as well in the substat, because I know he needs everything really, he needs every single stat. It's not easy to run, it's not easy to run, but if you give him some HP, some defense, it's gonna be even harder for the opponent to kill him. So try to do that. Now, how to counter Daphnis? Daphnis is really good. He has counters obviously. So like Vanessa can counter him. I know Vanessa usually is on will and usually is on crit damage, so it's kind of easy for Daphnis to crit on her, to one-shot her. But obviously once he's attacking Vanessa, the other three monsters are safe. And obviously if you see a Daphnis, you probably bring in a Triana as well in your team, or a Tyrannis. So obviously counter for Daphnis are revivers really. Revivers are really good for Daphnis, against Daphnis, because he can kill them but they come back. Like Tyrannis obviously is on will most of the time. It should be. It can be one shot, but Tyrannis coming back in Tyrannis is coming back in beast form. It's not gonna be 8 for Tyrannis. So Tyrannis, Triana is a really good counter against Daphnis, because obviously, well, Triana can be a good counter, but Triana could be one shot by Daphnis. It depends. If you're building a will Triana, don't bring her into Daphnis. Don't. If you have a Nemesis Triana, yes. Nemesis Triana actually counter Daphnis really, really well, because he cannot one shot her. He cannot defense break her, so definitely not gonna one shot her. So she actually counters him. I would say Mina counters Daphnis if she's fast enough, and if she hits hard enough, she's gonna be able to one-shot Daphnis. Again, you probably have built Daphnis with some HP, but you're not gonna focus on HP that much, so Mina can actually kill the Daphnis. Mina, Water, Beast Rider now can counter Daphnis pretty well. Guys, I don't think Water Monster are really good to counter Daphnis, or are not really reliable, because they can strip them and defense break them and crit on them. So it's kind of RNG, but it can work. Mina again, if she's faster than him, yeah, she can one-shot him really, really easily. But yeah, Beast Rider as well, if she's fast enough, she can kill him. No question about that. But is he faster or not? So yeah, I feel like Reviver are actually better counter to Daphnis than the Water Monster. Water Monster definitely can counter him, or like outspeeding him and having a water damage dealer. Even like a Chow probably is gonna be good to counter Daphnis. A Laika could be pretty good to counter Daphnis, because obviously Daphnis has 2 double hit on skill 2. So if Laika counters and Daphnis has the shield, Laika's not gonna be able to heal back. And if he gets another turn, Laika might be dead. But at the same time, if you have Laika on your team, and if you have a Daphnis against you, you probably have a Vanessa on your team, and you probably have a Triana on your team, so probably the Daphnis is not gonna go for Laika. So Laika is a good counter, especially when he gets the shield. Leica is not gonna care about the shield because skill 2 don't care about defense buff, don't care about shield, don't care about any of these things. It goes through it. So Leica is a good counter. Water Monkey can be a good counter, but again, Daphnis might crit on it and kill. So yeah, guys, these are the counter. I feel like the Reviver are the best counters for Daphnis. I'm pretty sure. Vanessa, Triana, Tyrannis. Triana, especially on Nemesis, actually really good counter to Daphnis. Now guys, that is it for the video. I love Daphnis. I've seen him a lot in RTA, in G1, G2, G3, everywhere. I haven't seen him much lately, but I'm also not really trying hard in RTA, so I'm like in C3 right now. I haven't seen him as much as before. Maybe because of the Beast Riders, but he's still there. He still really worked pretty well. And I would, if I got him, I would definitely build him and try him out in RTA. Also, if he missed the defense break, he still has the strip. That is really good. Guys, that is it for the video. It took too long, but I also explained how to counter the Daphnis, so I guess that makes sense. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, really would be really appreciated if you can leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Guys, over 90% of the people that are watching the channel are not subscribed. So if you want to support me, if you want to see more content like that, consider subscribing. Now that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it could help. I actually hope it helped. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everybody. Take care.